welcome to my podcast. I am so excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Akeelia Thompson, your favorite creativepreneur. But before we get into all of the juicy details, I have something for you. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and of course, leave a comment if you find any of my content to be useful. And share it with somebody. Let somebody know who will let somebody know that there's valuable content that they can take advantage of. This podcast is geared towards taking you on my journey in becoming a creativepreneur. It will take you through the different steps, help you to identify if you are a creativepreneur, and of course, some additional things such as life skills, soft skills, and among other qualities that you will need to thrive in this field. Third year in my undergraduate studies, I was leading with a major in accounting and a minor in marketing. And I made a pact with five of us, a group of us as friends. We made a pact that we would all become accountants. We would climb the corporate ladder. Some would do ACCA, others would do CPA, and it was a clique, and we were on our merry way. We would select our classes together, and everything was going well until one day I was in my classroom. And after a session, an accounting class that is, I just felt depressed. I couldn't tell you what it was, but a wave of depression just hit me. And that was when I realized that something was off. I couldn't tell what it was really, but I knew that this journey that I was on in terms of accounting, it was just not for me, or it would not be everything that I hoped that it would have been. From there, I was extremely scared because now I'm in my third year in my undergraduate studies. That's pretty far to determine that you're in the wrong field. And I was confused. I went home that evening and I really cried because I did not know what to do. I'm feeling this, but I don't know what to do about it. I was extremely nervous. Let alone, I told my friends that we would all become accountants and we would climb the corporate ladder. So everything was just on my head and I was really stressed about the situation. After making that switch to marketing and getting my feet on the ground a bit, that was when I realized I had a knack for creativity. More specifically, I would always want to do something different. So for our group presentations or even an individual presentation, I was keen and adamant on everybody's going to do it this way. We're all going to use the same type of fonts or templates for our presentations. I want something different, and that's how I started with my presentation, switching it up a bit, putting a little blend, some ideas in the mix, and person started loving that. It was getting me good grades, so why not continue? And it came to a point where I started to take it seriously, and of course these characteristics transcended into other areas of my life in terms of how I approach things with a different eye, something new, something fresh. How can we do this? It's the same old all the time, but what can we add to make it different? After completing my undergraduate studies, I continued in marketing at a higher level. That would be my master's, where I garnered MA in integrated marketing communication. And of course, the initial roles in corporate also took me into marketing, where I was a brand ambassador. And then I went into event production. I was an event and decor specialist. And of course, this was a true test of the creativity, because you're now dealing with different types of events and different space. You must create an ambience, the look, the feel, the vibe, and of course it stretched my creativity. So this is really the backstory as to where the creativity was built up and the execution of the events and other things that I would have done over that particular period. So now let me fast forward and take you to the entrepreneurship aspect of it. I was a little bit frustrated, and I spoke to my spiritual mentor, and she said to me, the Holy Spirit says to tell you, you have everything you need. And I froze because I was waiting for a more profound answer, because that didn't make any sense. I need a job. I need finances to take care of my responsibilities. And the Holy Spirit simply said to me, you have everything that you need. And at that moment I was lost, because I had absolutely no idea what that meant or where the Lord was taking me at that particular point in time. We are seeing now where persons are still in a corporate space, yet they may have a weekend gig or a side hustle as we know them to be, and the persons are actively working, burning the lamp at both ends so that they are able to meet their needs depending on the field that you are in. So that was really the fusion of it. There the Lord took me into different areas. He helped me to develop different skills that would be website design and knack for social media management and all of these digital skills and more. And I'll definitely take you on that process, because it's one thing to be gifted, but of course you have to refine these things and most definitely invest in yourself, as well as use your life experiences and the knowledge that I would have garnered from corporate entities to put that together to form a solid structure, among other things, for this type of business. So this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. Who is a creativepreneur? A creativepreneur is an individual who builds his or her business around a personal mission or vision as well as their passion. And this person normally uses creative principles as well as digital tools to create impact or influence, and they provide a different means or ways of doing something along with other business factors that most definitely you'll have to take into account. These persons, you normally find them in the creative industry, of course, and this can be in art, blogging, content creation, podcasting, or anything else that would involve some level of creativity. So bringing you the same things, a different feel, flair, vibe to it. Alright? So if this describes you, stick around, because in my next video, I'll definitely have some key characteristics of a creativepreneur. So let me keep it real with you. This is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for everyone, and my blueprint may not be yours. I mean, there are many creativepreneurs around the world, and I wish to collaborate with some of them, and we can all share our different stories and how we continue to flow in our businesses as well as acquire new opportunities. And thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Remember, always subscribe, like, comment below, and hit that notification bell so that you can know whenever I drop another video. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.